Hey guys, Brian delivers you the goods here. I'm returning to you early this morning for an album review, and this is for Bad Wolves' new record, Nation album review. So I'm gonna discuss what I listened to and let you know my thoughts on this record. So let's dive into this review. Now, this is their second studio album from the supergroup, and I gotta say, this was pretty awesome. I was surprised with how many great heavy songs there were on this record. There was a mixture of some mellow songs, but for the most part, this record was pretty badass. And certain mellow songs on here actually did pretty good. Crying Game was definitely a favorite of mine. I think my personal favorite on here's got to be Foe or Friend, because it's just definitely something to jump up and down to and uh, like dance around to. It's really fun. Just enjoying a good time with that song. It's really heavy. It's definitely something to really rock out to, and I really enjoyed it. Sober was an alright track. Um, and The Consumerist was, I think, the only tracks on here that kind of stood out for me were The Consumerist, Heaven So Heartless, and Sober. Those I wasn't too crazy about, but for everything else, this was a pretty badass record. The final track, I was surprised. I thought it was going to be a mellow track. I was like, we're probably going to get a mellow track to close the record. But no, we didn't. We got a heavy one. And I'm really pleased with how great they did with this record. Um, the first track, I'll Be There, is definitely something to really enjoy. I definitely enjoyed that track a lot. I kind of danced around to it when I was at work doing it. Listening to that song, I was like, oh yeah, this is so good. I'm like, yep, I'm gonna really enjoy listening to this song. Then when No Messiah came, I'm like, okay, this is another badass track. I almost thought there wasn't going to be any screams in No Messiah, but Tommy actually impressed me with his screams in this song. And Learn to Walk Again had little tads of screams in it. I think somewhat of screams. I'm not sure, but it was still pretty good. Um, I gotta say, in the Foe or Friend song, where it in the middle of the track where it has this person calling someone and he's like, I'm gonna put a bullet through your fucking head or whatever, and he's like, as God is my witness, I will not fail again or something. I'm like, what? I was just like, wow, so dark, man. It was just, I wasn't expecting that for the bridge of the song. I was like, what the fuck? But for the most part, this album was pretty awesome. Um, Learn to Walk Again is, it's like a short track, but I really did enjoy it. It had a lot of great drumming in it, great guitar work in it, and just really gets you feeling for this track mostly. You just really, it's an enjoyable track. That's all I can say about it. Um, Killing Me Slowly, the second single off the record, was, I didn't get to see the video yet, but I will check that out after I finish this review. Or sometime today I'll check that out. But uh this track was pretty awesome. Killing Me Slowly. It's about a relationship that went sideways or whatever. And I guess didn't last or whatever, and this person's killing them slowly or whatever. And that's kind of what the definition of the meaning is behind the song. But when it got to the next song, Better Off This Way, it got a little mellow, and that kind of was a little bit of a problem with how the record was flowing. But I still enjoyed it. It was still an enjoyable track. Um, and Back in the Days was another mellow track on here. It kind of had some heavy riffs in here, and at the end of it, it did do some screams, which I was surprised. I didn't think there was going to be any screams in Back in the Days song, but Tommy Vex just impresses us with how well he's doing. But I still gotta say that Foe or Friend is probably the best song on this record. It's something that a lot of people are gonna like, and uh, it's definitely gonna be something worth going to a concert for and just jumping up and down to that song when they're singing it, and mostly Tommy screaming it too. It's definitely something to headbang to as well. But for me personally, out of 10, I'm going to give Nation a 9 out of 10. This is an awesome record. This is definitely something that probably will be on my best albums of 2019. I might have to make a longer list because I did put 30 albums on the best albums of 2019. I already wrote down 30 albums already that were my favorites. But like I said, I'm gonna have to make a longer list, so like 40 or so. So it's gonna take a little bit of time to write all that stuff down, but I'll definitely return to you for the best albums of 2019, probably by the end of this year for that. But definitely comment below. Let me know what you guys thought of the new Bad Wolves album, N.A.T.I.O.N, if you've heard it. And if you like this review, comment below and let me know your thoughts on it. Tap a like on this video if you liked it. Subscribe to my channel if you can to support the channel. I will be returning to you for Saint Asonia's Flaw Design album review and Akon's Akonda album review. And now I finally got confirmation that Kanye West's new album's not coming out today. It's got delayed again. So I'm kind of giving up on it. I'm just like, okay, fuck this. I'm just like, I'm not gonna worry about it anymore. But I hope you guys enjoyed this review. I know I might have stuttered, and I wouldn't say stuttered, but said a few things and was trying to brainstorm a few things about what I thought of each song, but I was trying to make a good review for you guys so you guys would enjoy it. And I think Bad Wolves' new album's probably the best album this Friday. The other albums I heard were alright, but this was probably my favorite one this Friday. But thank you for watching this review, like I said. I hope you enjoyed it, and I'll see you in my next video.